2, 1. Sanmugan Sadisan, I'm coming for you.
I thought you were joking about saying that.
Oh, no. Welcome to another episode of Personal Pangu. Once I just got work email. But today we're going to be discussing boxing. So on the 24th of June, I am going to be taking part in the UWBC, the Ultra White Collar Boxing event at Troxy. It's a charity event for Cancer Research UK. I will leave the link for the fundraising link down below, so feel free to donate if you would like to, or just donate to me really. I need the money as well, But
it's all a scam.
Yeah, so today, I run Cancer Research UK. It all just comes back to me. But today we're going to be discussing boxing. Tani has also done this event before, so we're just going to talk about sort of my training, what I'm doing so far, and then what Tani's sort of done. And we're just going to compare experiences, see how it was, and yeah, just try and get some tips or do's, do nots. So let's get right into this. Hello, Taran and Talapala Singam.
What are you saying, bro? How's it going?
I'm good, bro. What are you saying?
How's it
I'm good. I'm good. So first, we're going to talk about Ultra White Collar Boxing. How did you find out about this?
So one of my close mates, he did that. Well, you came with me.
Oh, Geno, yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know. It was so like watching him was so like. I think you and me both spoke about it that night. I remember like seeing his fight and then seeing everyone else fight as well. It was such an exhilarating experience. I was like, would I ever dare get into a ring and fight someone?
Yeah.
You know, it ranged from starting of just seeing people like, spar and hit each other to a level of people, getting called in ambulances and stuff at the end of the
Just
fight.
people actually get called in ambulances?
There were two fights.
There was one knockout. There was one knockout, but they were heavyweights, right?
Yeah, they were heavyweights.
Like, they were big guys. They were like 90 kg plus.
That's what they needed an ambulance because they're proper like fainted and like they were pretty much gone.
Fine.
Like knocked out basically. So because they do take it seriously, like because these are amateur boxers. These are people who haven't even done, maybe they haven't even fought in their life. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, do you know what I mean? And it is within 8 weeks of learning to just pick up gloves and get in there and fight someone. Exactly, so, and it's 8 weeks of learning from someone that's, you don't get one-on-one training. You learn from a couple of trainers, and it's a room full of 50 odd boxers that come in. So it's not really like proper training, but seeing that, I feel like that's where I decided. I feel like it was after COVID. I think I felt so lazy. I felt like I put on so much weight because it was all that food that was going in. I did some home workouts, That's
let them home learn my
சொல்றதுக்காக I did some home workouts, but for the start of it was good, but then I just you kind of lose motivation, you kind of get lazy. But after that I was like, I wanted to do it not during COVID time, just before COVID time. I think I signed up for it. But again, with the mindset that, I'm not going to do it. It's fine. I don't have to say yes straight away. Do you know what I mean? Even if they contact me, I could be like, oh, no. But so, I signed up then, but they cancelled the the event because of COVID. They didn't want to start training.
Yeah.
They couldn't physically. And then
that happened to me as well. Because I did so this was just before first ever lockdown happened. I signed up, and then like 2 weeks in they cancelled because of COVID. So then I just never really touched it again either. But yeah, continue.
No, that's true. Yeah, so afterwards, I think that was in 2020, was it? Yeah, I think 2020. And then the year I did it was 2022. So 2 years after that, I decided, because I kept getting messages back. Because once you sign up, they'll just message you randomly.
Saya peringatlah, what is it to be?
They're like, all you need to say is yes. Put a yes reply to this message and we'll include you. And it's like, wow, I've never been chased this hard.
It's a pyramid scheme.
I was just thinking, I've never been chased this hard. So, this kind of feel nice,
It's just what it feels like to be desired.
Oh, must be nice.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? Let me just say yes to it, because I was like...
They didn't even chase me up like that, man. That's kind of sad. I didn't even get that much attention.
Oh my god. So I just thought, you know what, if I don't do it now, I won't ever do it. And then I just said yes, signed up to it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I went. What made you decide to do it?
I like combat sports. I like, as in, I've played American football, and I'm not gonna say like I was a star or like a proper athlete. Like I played O-line, I played a little bit of tight end, and then like D-line a little bit.
What, on PS3,
but I was main. Yeah, come on, blood. Good, mashing them X button, square button, whatever. Come on, go on the sticks. But yeah, like I just, cause I did American football, I'm okay with getting hit. Like I'm a smaller guy, so like as in like I am like what, like 5'6", 5'7". So like I'm okay, and like all the people in my position were like 6 foot. Do you know what I mean? Like they were big guys. Do you remember Ted? The Caribbean brother, like 6'4". Like imagine like he's on, like he plays the same position as me, but obviously in training I have to be partnered up against him. Or like, do you remember Lack?
Oh yeah.
Like
the
big guys like
used
that.
to come in City Sports, innit? Oh wait, no.
Yeah.
Bar, whatever.
Yeah, City Bar. Like
yeah,
so
they're
these
massive,
man, like I was okay with getting hit. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna sign up. I signed up for MM, and I enjoyed it just before MM, because I was doing MM and this, so like I was actually doing a lot of cardio, a lot of moving. But then after they cancelled it, I just never went back, and I went, you know what? After like KSI started boxing again, I went, you know what? Like I genuinely think like within our scene, we could make something happen. So yeah, man, like this is just my journey. We'll see how it goes. You know, get my first amateur fight out there, then you know do a couple more, see how it goes, and then hopefully I can build out within our own community. That's really my aim within this. That's it.
Nice.
But yeah, go on. So we'll talk about training.
What
You know, we'll talk
training,
about training.
Yeah, what sort of training are you jumping on at the moment? Or how many weeks are you in, first of all?
This is the third week or fourth week. Fourth week. I missed the first week because I was in Lisbon. Yeah, man. I got a month to go, literally.
Yeah. Okay. So what have you done so far, and what are you gonna continue doing?
So I don't hit gym. I'll be honest. However, I do run, and I like So I don't run. My Tuesdays and Thursdays are my rest days because I go into the office. But basically, I've been doing the One Punch Man workout. So in the sense that like I do 50. So it's you know how he does like 100 press ups, 100 squats, 100 sit ups, and then 10k run every day. So I did that, but I started. So the first week I started with 50 of each and 5k run. Then last week I did 60 and then 6k run, and this week I'm on 70. But I've switched to 5k run instead. So I'm gonna focus on getting the speed and actually like just making it a bit more intense rather than focusing on endurance. Because I've like apparently it's like eventually like running 10k every day is not gonna be very useful to me compared to like running a fast 5k. But yeah, and like I've trained twice a week with the boxing lot. I've signed up for 2 extra classes a week, so I've got one today and I got one on Sunday. So every Friday and Sunday I'm also gonna go. But apart from that, like yeah, man, I'm chilling. Like I'm eating clean. Like I'm having a lot more smoothies. I have less meals. Like the first week, I actually decided to eat clean. I realized I wasn't eating enough. So like I was very tired. Like I was more tired. Like I would always just try and go for a nap or just try and lie down. And I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe I'm not eating enough or whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah, so far so good. Like we'll get into like actual sparring and stuff. But yeah, like so far that's all I'm really training for. Because you told me like cardio and movement are the 2 things that, because this is an amateur fight, right? It's basically a scrap.
Yeah.
Like there's not a massive skill level that you're really gonna display here. Like I can't be doing Mayweather like shoulder rolls. You know what I mean? Mike Tyson peekaboos.
There are some Donnies that are in there talking about those type of stuff, and I'm like, really? Yeah. Like it's gonna last like 2 minutes.
The foundations, right?
You're probably gonna walk for the first minute.
Yeah, like they say, like the first minute just goes like that. That's it. You know what I mean?
Oh my god, it swings by like real quick.
So yeah, I'm just trying to focus on like getting my cardio up there, and I've said like generally footwork, I feel like I'm decent. Yeah. Like American football has always helped. Like a lot of our like my position was about footwork because like you're always pushing on guys. So like you always have to do like short, quick steps.
That
you can't really lift your leg and staying balanced. And just generally like I feel like I'm doing decent. So how's your training? Like what did yours involve?
So to be fair, the start of it like it was very confusing to me because it wasn't confusing, but I was always like, okay, yeah, I've never like pretty much fought in my life. I wouldn't say like I would have probably had a nursery fight and then that's pretty much it. But
playground scrap.
Yeah, exactly. But I think since the age of when did I think 19 and above, I just started going gym, and then like as you know, just started doing gym stuff, but not so much like cardio movement, but more so just weightlifting. And then training for this was always like a bit weird because the first week you're going into the class and they're like, you know what? No matter how big you are, no matter how much muscle you have, I'm pretty sure a skinny guy with good technique will just knock you out in a minute. 100%. And I was like, yeah, that's true. But I was trying to imagine myself to be that skinny guy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's more like, what does the skinny guy have to do to to get that going? But I think the first week was just of like realizing, okay, I need to, go gym less, but then actually do more like cardio, do more movement, and do more like get used to just having your shoulders up and punching. Because I feel like that's more so the hardest part of this experience. I don't know about professional boxing, but I'm pretty sure about amateur boxing.
Just keep your arms up.
How long can you keep your arms up for? Yeah. And how many punches can you throw after that fifth minute of fighting? Yeah. And no matter how much you think about it, you always underestimate it. Like you can't, it's difficult to just be like, I'm gonna be fine. So most of my training included, I think HIIT training. I started I met a guy from the boxing thing itself. When you just interchange between each other and you do this like boxing drills. We just started to get to know each other, and he was another Indian guy as well. So I don't know. There was some Indian. Sort of hello, actually,
actually,
what I want to do is no. So I connected with him easily. He was a nice fellow. And then we just thought, okay, should we just go out to Lakeside, start jogging, and get a training thing going, every day. And we did that pretty much, and it was mostly consisting of, like I said, HIIT training, and then within that HIIT training we have circuits, and you can just do sparring, and different punches, hooks, jabs, crosses, and it was literally just mainly that. And training wise, I would push-ups will be included in that. I didn't do any sort of weightlifting because it just puts a lot of strain on your body, and you're basically just recovering.
And it's too much it's oxygen that your body's just gonna try and carry
basically
for no reason.
You're basically breaking up your tissues for it to recover, and by the time you recover, you can't really do much, that. Unless you have a big
I see big
time.
Guys.
Yeah.
I know, because I was gonna say I see big guys in training, and some of them are just they got muscle and all, and they're bigger, but sometimes as a fighter they just haven't got the
they just
the
don't
skills.
Move that fast,
do you know what I mean? And sometimes they're just the tidies, and the hands are dropping, and I'm I guess that sort of separates fighters from just bodybuilders, I guess, as well.
I feel like the moment I actually realised that proper, because obviously even in your head you're thinking, a big guy, if he's going against an athletic guy, you might get punched here and there. But I think the biggest point I realised that is actually the case is when we were sparring, and then I had to spar against 6 foot guys.
Yeah. Oh my god.
The thing is okay, bear in mind this is a space with rules and everything. Yeah. So he can't just chuck you around. He can't just. I'm pretty sure if the rules are out the window, I would have got knocked the shit out, right? But because you had constraints, you had rules. You can just jab. You can do this. I was catching them very easily. It was so much more easier to catch big guys than it was to catch smaller guys.
Especially because they have because it's bigger mass, it takes more time for them to move.
But
and you can sort of move, you can sort of see their movements a bit more clearly.
Yeah, because I think it's more so the lag in their movement. I feel if you can move quicker, by the time they get somewhere, you can just you can get your jabs in, or you can get your crosses in.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. Let me change my camera battery because it's flashing red.
That's fine.
1 sec.
The audio will be the same, no? Oh.
No, my camera's sick.
Fine.
Okay, continue. Sorry. About big guys.
Yeah,
sparring.
big guys. Yeah, so it was kind of it's realizing that speed is a big thing and movement is a big thing, rather than just being big. You know what I mean? Or just having muscle. So
Okay, nice.
So that's the
How was
sort
it?
of training
I like sparring though. I've been enjoying sparring. There's this one guy, I think he's 6'2", 6'3", I think. He's a skinny guy. The thing is, he's I like sparring him because it's a challenge to me, because he jabs me so easily, so it makes me focus on my defense a lot more. But he's just I don't know what it is. He's just sometimes I would for example, last week, a couple of days ago, we had to do partner drills, and I was okay, cool. It was me and him, so it was A and B. A jabs, and then B, counters. So B will like either parry or slip, and then jab back. And then just goes back. So A, jab, count, block, counter, and that's what you do. And this brother, I don't know what was in his head. We were just like, I was doing my thing like, hey, okay, jab, and then I let him counter. Okay, cool, jab, okay, counter again, okay, jab, and then it came to my turn, and he just like, sometimes he just doesn't understand the process. Do you know what I mean? Like, he can fight like cool, he can fight and whatnot, and like especially because I remember the first time I sparred him like a couple weeks ago, like. I was like, shit, like I am really just getting punched in the head, just ding, 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 ding. And I was like, okay, cool. Let me actually like, and then like I sparred him again, like, because we just kept, do you know how you like keep switching partners? It's like, oh, find a new partner. So
you never found that guy ever again.
No, I was like, every time I see him, I'm like, today I'm sparring you. Today, if I know I can, if I know I can be on the same level as you, then I know like most of the guys in here, because right now I weigh about 87 kg, and I'm trying to get to like 84 by fight week. So like I know that people within my weight class are either going to be tall skinny guys, or tall like built guys, or fat short guys. Those are two types of people I'm fighting. So like in training, I'm always trying to look for like the bigger guys, or just trying to look for people who are a bit more skilled, so I can at least build myself.
So where you to go?
But this guy. Yeah, but like he just like, and then I realized once like he punches you, if you step back, he'll just come again. So if you just like tuck yourself in, get in there, and then if you just keep giving that pressure, and I just saw him crack down, like break down, where it's like he didn't know what to do because he couldn't get the jab out. His hands were so. He's like, no.
He's like,
and I was like, okay, cool. He's like, no, I was like, yeah, that's it. Get bitch, boy. Listen to the coach next time, man. Like I like sparring people, but if you don't know what drill we're doing or how we're doing it, like what are you doing, man?
Literally had that. Yeah, literally had that every time in training as well. There used to be some guy who, when it was just like, people don't get the idea of sparring, especially when you're training to spar. You're not trying to take the other guy's head off. Yeah,
100%.
And obviously, like, there was this guy who kept getting pulled off by the trainers to say that he's literally just smacking.
It's going too hard.
Instead of sparring. You know, like, you're just basically... I mean, fine, if it's a fight, you can start doing that, but it's... You're training, you don't want to get head injury, you don't want to, you know... Do you know what I mean? And they clearly tell you this right in front of every sort of like training session.
A guy got knocked out in our sparring, one of our sparring sessions. He got knocked out twice. One first week and then second week.
Wait, who?
It was just one of these guys.
Oh, no,
just some guy. No. எனக்கு அந்த power இல்ல. 7 times.
No. Yeah, so like there would be that guy as well, and then there'll be guys who don't actually follow the instructions, like you said. They would just jab at they won't count. They would just jab at random moments, and you just get hit in the face, and you're like, "Are you okay, dude?" Like, but kind of builds character. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I like it's fight situation. I like that, like fight situation. But then there's also like you gotta remember this is a drill, and then there's a way to go about this. Do you know what I mean? And you gotta also understand what your partner is. Do you know what I mean?
You're basically drilling your muscle memory. Just for situations where when something like that happens, you kind of move up. Doesn't mean that the fight's going to go on like that. You know, he's not going to wait and be like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, now your turn. Now you counter. Okay, cool. Hey, no, cheeky. Hey, uda there.
Hey, man, look at the man.
Hey, man. Hey.
Oh, God. Yeah.
But because I remember I had sparred like another guy who actually had boxing experience, and this is the brother that does like this. Like, do you know what man do like? Yeah. I was like, I don't know, you know.
Oh shit.
He was like doing something, and then me and him are sparring, and then brother just hit me in the head, and then I don't know what. Jesus power summoned, he went dum 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 dum, and I was like, damn, now I'm punching back on a kid. And I sat there and went, fuck. And then that's when I went, okay, cool, like get your defense in, and then but I like that, you know. I think it's a wake up call. Like you need those people.
Don't you feel like do you not feel like those people, basically there are people, I mean, quite a few people that came into my training that were actually combat fighters, and they have experience fighting, and they want to just come and just like show what they can do, and then like
the show
especially because the show offs, and also when you're sparring, you're sparring with everyone, right? You're not just here and there. So it's just, but it's good though. It's fun fighting with them because you realize how shit you are, and then where you can
learning
potentially
experience.
Get to. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
because even like you used to like again like in terms of punches, like I don't know what you recommend, but realistically I've been working on my jab and cross the most. Like hooks we haven't touched in training, so I haven't really like used it much. Uppercut is only if I'm really like inside him and I'm like, listen, just back off, man. Just give him that quick like. I'm praying I get that 6-foot brother that don't listen. I'll pray. If I get you, I promise you the whole match I'm pressure inside and I'm aiming for your liver and your chin. That's all I'm doing.
Say he's gonna aim for somewhere else because he's tall.
Just grain guard, just
pretty much.
Just inside there.
Oh my god. Yeah, it does make a difference though, height wise, as you can tell.
100%.
Yeah, I had a guy who's one head taller than me. I don't know how many.
He was a lot. I don't know
how many inches.
See, I'm gonna have that same issue. Yeah,
it is difficult to fight through that. To be fair, I think it's just like trying to avoid the jabs and just trying to get in between in the middle and just try and hit. Try and get their jaw. To be fair, it was.
Yeah. But it's head
that's the one
though,
thing. Yeah, that's the thing. But
I always
that's
try
the
to
one
aim for
thing
the
I
solar
regretted
plex.
not doing like as much. Like trying to get him like in the jaw as well, because I feel like it's very easy to get even when you're jabbing up, right, which takes a lot more effort than jabbing straight, especially because you're trying to get through and jab up. But a lot more of jabbing up towards the jaw would have helped just get him out of position. Kind of.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Bear in mind, but I think hooks.
What do you think makes? Go on,
So I was gonna say hooks are pretty important as well. Just the moments that. But I'm not gonna lie to you. Most of the fight is gonna involve just jabs and crosses, but hooks here and there it makes a difference because you can like body shots and stuff like that. It will be very useful. I know it won't last for long, but wherever you can. Especially being a small guy, you want to hook him as much as you can.
Yeah. I'm getting inside, man. I'm gonna rearrange his organs. Not in that way though. Roll, relax.
Whoa.
What did he say?
I know you're thirsty, but I don't know you're that thirsty.
Jamie, it's got water on me. What do you think makes a good fighter then?
A good fighter.
What separates guys that are just doing it for?
My 10 years of fighting experience, I can tell. I just think
10 minutes.
whoever's I'm big on mobility. Like I've been working on my mobility for the past, I don't know, like few weeks or months, just because I've realized how immobile I am. You know, loads of people don't realize they can't move a certain way, not because they're disabled or anything, just because
it's just their body.
Yeah, they're not flexible enough. And I realized how, because when I used to dance, I used to be quite flexible, right?
Yeah.
And when we used to do like stretches at the start, we started doing stretches. You would know.
I'm flexible.
Yeah. Those stretches when you used to warm up before dancing, and like I used to be quite flexible. Now I start doing those stretches after not dancing that often. It's because you don't move as much, you get stiff. Sit behind a computer. I think whoever's if your mobility is really good and you've got endurance, that's what makes you a good fighter. I feel like muscle doesn't really count here. Obviously, you need to strengthen your bones and everything. Really. I think that's important as well. Your bone structure has to be well strengthened. Getting your vitamin D's.
Come on, get that sunlight.
Getting your fish oil. Get those in and. Yeah,
he's showing the little tablets.
This is not sponsored.
He even put up a bag of cocaine.
This is not sponsored by Boots, but imagine Boots sponsoring you for a bag of cocaine.
Please do. Holland and Barrett, hit me up, man. I know you man do the 1p sales. Hit me up, man.
Yeah, so I feel like that's what makes a good fighter. What about you? From your...
Ooh, I think genuinely, the one thing I've been trying to work on is just that kill or be killed mentality.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think that's the only thing. I think like there's certain people I've sparred where you hit, but you're not really trying to go for the kill. Like, do you know what I mean? Like there's certain people who will get hit, but then they'll back off, or like they're not really
just like a prey or predator mindset. Isn't it?
Because again, this goes back to like American football. Like there are some people who hit you, and
I didn't know you ate people.
Listen, I'm a predater.
You just bite their leg off on the way.
He's missing half a calf before he gets into the ring. That was me, bitch. Get the other leg next time.
Get my protein in for the day. Yeah.
But no, that's all I'm trying to. I'm just telling myself, be a dog, man. Be a dog.
Keep moving forwards, man.
Meow.
Keep moving forwards. That's what you learn. I feel like that's what you learn through boxing. Like, you don't have to always defend. You just, you can move forwards. You can punch. Yeah.
One person I do look up to in terms of like style wise is do you know Aneeson Gibb? No. Who? What lion?
Hey, naughty.
No, do you know Aneeson Gibb?
No,
he's a YouTuber. He fights. So he's like he boxes on like YouTube boxer. He fought. Did you see? He fought like Austin McBroom. He fought like Jake Paul, but that was like back in the day. But basically, he's like a fighter who's very, because he's a bit smaller as well. Like he's sparred like KSI and like other people. But the one thing he always does is that he just charges forward. Do you know what I mean? Like, especially during the beginning of his fights, like the first couple fights, he would always just charge forward, duck, charge forward, just give that constant pressure. And I think like nowadays he still does it, but he does it with a lot more control than he used to. Which is
about setting the first few tones, isn't it? First few minutes, like showing him that you are ready to attack. I'm not trying to just block your shots. I'm trying to,
What would you recommend as a game plan then? Let's pretend like I'm fight night. We got first round, second round, third round. What would you expect me to do?
For me, like the way I went about it was, it's difficult for me in my head because I was thinking, it just depends on how the fight goes. But what I did keep in mind is first round I did want to keep my stamina, so I didn't want to go all out, right?
Okay.
So I wanted to just get a feel for how he moved, right? And because he was taller, like if he's actually getting jabs in before, or if he's moving around. So I was trying to figure that out for the first round, but also get jabs in, trying to just get a feel. Second round, I wanted to go fully, go at him. Pretty much go at him as much as I can because I would see how he moves or whatnot. And third round again, go at him. But I think the one key thing I would say is just like you won't feel it there and then, but you need to listen to your trainers. Whatever they say it for a reason because they you just think that you know what you're doing, but you're just like you process information in that 2 minutes of fighting, and then you come
you're
back
thinking
to your corner
as well, but then you got people adding stuff to you in your ear, like
whatever they're seeing I feel like would be more valuable than whatever you're thinking because you're 100%. In a rush of adrenaline, right? So 100%. Like there's been a few points that the trainer that was on beside me saying like on the second round he's like you're doing really well, but to just try and do more counter punches, and I wasn't even thinking of that. I was just thinking let me punch when I get the obviously no I was
just
trying
look for
to
an opening and just go for it.
But he said you can make use of the jab that he's throwing because he's out of his comfort zone. You can just counter back, and I did that. And I got him in the head quite a few times after that. So just listening to the trainer, just that. I mean, I feel like that's what it is, to be fair. But game plan wise, I was going in trying to just keep my endurance up and.
Third round, just all out.
Third round, you just have to give everything you have. To be fair, I would say first round as well. End of first round, you just have to make a mark, right? You just had.
First round, my plan was just to go in, just be like, listen, brother, I ain't here to be a bitch, man. I'm here to just, I'll pile on the pressure, calculated pressure. Like, I'll constantly move forward.
This is the thing. Most people end up doing that and they tire themselves out, and that's what the trainers have said. I don't know if they've told you, but most people have, because you have a lot of adrenaline rush again. Even walking up to the stage, you're burning energy because you're reacting to these
everyone's
audiences.
Pumping,
do you know what I mean? And it's crazy, and it you walk into this ring and your anxiety just shoots up because you're like, flipping hell, what am I doing? But I feel like that.
Kill or be killed, man. Okay, fine.
Do you know what I mean? But I feel like
would you rather do?
Because you can overall just go off and your breathing can be off for the second round. You don't want to do that. Do you know what I mean? Just keep it pacey. I think.
Because in my head, I was thinking, okay, like go hard first round, not hard, but like put pressure on, but to like a limit.
Yeah, always put pressure on.
Second round, you can ease off and just like counter, and third round, like as in just like because I know like second round, he probably if I put pressure on the first round, second round he's gonna come and be okay, I need to put more pressure on, and that's when he's gonna get a bit more. I mean, I don't know who I'm fighting yet, but I'm assuming if they do get aggressive, you counter. If I get that point,
let's call him
telling you.
Let's call him Segar.
Yeah, Segar. If I get you, yeah.
Setan Segar.
Sugar Ray Segar. You're getting knocked out, blood. No, but like second round, just keep it calm. Counter him. Just get like important shots in. So like make sure like whatever shots you get in are clean. And then third round, just scrap. Just give him everything you got. And make him look for like people like if I can make the brother that I'm fighting turn his back or like start rotating, like you know like not maintain his like his stance,
composure.
Then his composure. Then I'm more than happy.
Fair enough.
But okay, let's go now. We're gonna finish off with lessons learnt. And like your do's and do nots of like generally boxing and training and like actual fight night. Actually, yeah, let's talk about fight night. What would you recommend? What would you recommend? Do nots and do's of sort of fight night.
I think fight night. Try and keep your Try and keep your head to yourself. Like don't kind of go off talking to too many people, because what you find is, once you start talking to a lot of people, like if they have some sort of doubt or negative energy, that kind of transfers to you. As much as you don't want it to, it will. It's funny because I did see a lot of people, you know,
especially if I don't want to see Sega on the night. If I see Sega,
a lot of people went off talking to everyone when you're doing, you know, filling up forms, and you know they check your heart rate and everything. Yeah, those are the people that came back outside, had to calm themselves down to go back, because obviously the day is filled with like everyone just running about.
What time did you start then? Like what time did you?
So I went in the venue itself in the morning. I don't know what time it was. To be fair, it was quite early in the morning.
Like 10?
I think it was 10ish. Yeah, something like that. And then you get in, and then you get your testings done.
Hadiye. She saw Segar. Segar on the done. I take it. She just, I don't know why she works. She's friendly though.
Yeah.
Continue.
No, yeah. So yeah, I would just say keep to yourself and try and maybe listen to music and just try and like go through some jabs and whatnot, and don't waste your energy on stuff, right? So.
Are you allowed to take like any pre-workout or whatnot? Because my plan was to just have some honey just before I go out.
I think you can, but I wouldn't recommend it because it's the first time you're doing it, and like you don't know how you're gonna react. Most people didn't take anything.
I don't know pre-workout. I was just gonna do just honey.
Like, just honey. Yeah, honey is fine. Honey, I think. That's it. But some people had like I including myself, like you know, like sweets like Haribo sweets or something, just to bite before.
Just energy. Yeah.
The worst thing is that, you know, I had all of this ready, and then I'm gonna, you know, I'm like, let me have it, you know, maybe like 10 minutes before my fight. Turns out my fight was the second fight, so I had to be ready. Do you know what I mean? So it was the worst thing ever. But
do you not find out your order? Like, do they not let you know?
No, they tell you on on the day. On the day, just before like the fight starts, kind of thing. So you're not really.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, at least that's what happened with us. So which is it's crazy. But yeah, it was all funny. It was all good experience, you know. I just shoved some jelly babies in my face, and I was like, you know what? Let me get to it, man. Let me get to it.
Yeah, man. Get us out of the way.
Yeah. So. We didn't do our Tamil segment. So we're reaching 40 minutes, so might have to end it with 1 minute of Tamil.
So நீங்க சொல்லுங்க நீங்க
என்ன சொல்ற உங்களோட கால் என்ன மாதிரி நேரா நிக்குதா ஆடுதா இல்லாட்டி
நான் ஓகே நான் ரிங்குக்குள்ள போகும்போது நான் இல்ல மோதிரம் நெசம் ஒரு மோதிரம் ரிங்குன்னா
மோதிரம் சர்பட்ட
நான் டான்சிங் ரோஸ் மானி நான் இப்படி ஆட போறேன் பாப்போம். இப்போ யோசிக்க போது தான் எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் பயமா இருக்கு. லைக் அந்த ஃபைட் நைட்டை யோசிச்சு பட் யூனோவா
அதான்
நான் கஷ்டப்பட்டு ட்ரெயின் பண்ணுறேன். யூனோ ஹோப்ஃபுல்லி இதெல்லாம் யூனோ ஐம் நோ யூனோ ஐம் ஈட்டிங் க்ளீன், அதனால எல்லாம் நல்லா தான் சாப்பிட்றேன். ஸோ பாப்போம் எப்படி போகுதுண்டு. யூனோ
அதான் பயம் இருக்கிற நல்ல விஷயம் தான். பயம் இருந்தால் தான் அதை தாண்டி போகிறதுக்கு ஒரு யூனோ ஒரு அறிகுறி இருக்கும் இல்லைங்க, இல்லாட்டி ஒரு அர்த்தம் இருக்கும். பயம் இல்லாட்டிக்கு எல்லாம் சும்மா ஓகேன்ட்டு முடிச்சுட்டு திருப்பி வாங்கிட்டு என்னடா செஞ்சு கிழிச்சு தான் இருக்கும். பயம் இருக்கிற நார்மல்.
பாப்போம். நான் நார்மலாக இங்கிலீஷில் சொல்லுவேன், யூனோ மாமா didn't raise no bitch, அப்பதான் நான்
அப்படின்னா
அம்மா ஒரு இல்ல 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 தாப்பு ஆனால் நான் ஸோ ஓகே பாக்ஸ் நான் ஃபைட் டேயில் ஃபைட் நைட்டில் நான் கில்லி பாட்டும் அந்த கபடி அது ரிப்பீட்டில் போட்டு நான் திருப்பி கேட்க போகிறேன்.
பிரச்சனை இல்லை, அப்படி கேட்டால் வந்துடும் பிரச்சனை.
ஆனால் சேகரை கண்டா செத்தான் சேகர் இல்லாட்டி சத்தான் சான்முகன். ஸோ பாப்பம் எப்படி போகுது. ஆனால் மக்களே நன்றி இன்றி இந்த நிகழ்ச்சியை கேட்டதுக்கு. உங்களுக்கும் பாக்ஸிங் ஆசை இருக்கா? வாங்க சண்டை போடுவோம். பொம்பளை இருந்தா ஆம்பளை இருந்தா நான் ஈக்குவாலிட்டி நான் எல்லாரும் அடிப்பேன்.
செருப்பெல்லாம் அடிக்கணும்.
தேங்க்யூ ஃபார் வாட்சிங். நாங்கள் அடுத்த வாரம் இது வாரம் கிழமை which one's Indian Tamil? இது இந்தியன் தமிழ்.
கிழமை வந்து தமிழ் நினைக்கிறேன், வாரம் வந்து இந்தியன் தமிழ் நினைக்கிறேன். இருக்கலாம். சரி, நாங்கள் சந்திப்போம். நன்றி, வணக்கம். Bye.
I can't go to the camera and close. I could do. Let me go. And cut. What are we said? I'm still rolling. You know, every episode I always just leave the last bit where we talk at the end.